my name is Renn. Some of you might remember me as Loki. I'm here to basically show you how to fix up your mod for the new release. So to get started, I opened this map, and the first thing that came up is some message log errors. So we're going to take a look at those. These are actually related to some materials, which I'm not too worried about, and this is actually quite good news because it would otherwise be littered with bugs that are related to code. So it looks like nothing really has actually changed, so I'm just going to hit play. Now when I hit play, you'll see all of these things have errors, so we're just going to step through them one by one. So BP extractor, let's go there first. So Alt-Shift-O, BP extractor. I'm going to pop that open. Okay, so if I hit compile, it'll actually tell me the bugs down in the compiler results. So we've got this problem here, get camera. So it looks like the vehicle doesn't have a camera anymore, or the camera has changed name. So let's check out that. Yeah, it's called driver camera now. So I'm just going to move this, copy that, and go to all instances of this. And another thing that I'm going to want to do is check out the asset that I copied when I made this, because assumedly if that's changed, then some of this code here that is copied from another class, I should go and check out. So this is based on the util truck, so I'm going to have a look at that, and then I definitely copied the util logi. And it doesn't have any code in it anymore. So let's look at the util truck itself. Alright, yeah, so we can see here that this looks a lot different now. And because my logi is technically a copy of this one, what I'm going to do is just check out a few things. We've got the torch here. We've got some external camera stuff. We might not need to do that because it's done in the parent class, so we don't need to do that. At least I don't think we needed to do that. Yeah, we didn't need to do that. Okay, and then we've got something here, allow boost. Is that something that's implemented in here? No. Okay. So I'm actually going to remove that. This, I don't know what that is. We've got some input toggle view stuff. I'm just going to check if that's in here. Yeah, so we've got toggle view, it's in the parent, and it's going to, yeah, so I shouldn't need that in this class. And the driving is also implemented in the parent class of this extractor. So I shouldn't need any of this. So the only thing that's new is this this torch that I've added. So just save that. I'm going to edit and delete any unused variables because I just deleted a bunch of stuff. So you see down there in the bottom right now, we've removed a bunch of stuff. So the only stuff that we have now is these additional things. What I've done here as well in the construction script is I've set up some resource inventory stuff. I'm just going to check the construction script on here. That's fine. I'm going to check the construction script on the original logi, which doesn't do this. So assumedly either this is mine or been removed. So I'm just going to find references to last resource count just in case I'm actually using that. And it doesn't look like we're using that. Just wait for this. Right, okay, no, it's only being used here, so I'm just going to delete that as well. On rep slow mode, we're not using that either. Okay, cool. So just save that and save it. I don't have source control connected. Bear with me a second. Okay, so I've just connected myself back to source control, so now I'm just going to save this. So that's fine. Right, next, so let's just keep going through. The next one is the character AI master, so we're just going to go check out him. He is in my mods inside, I believe, blueprints. No, let's have a look. Where is he going to be? Let's just open AI character. This one. Okay, so we've got an unnamed ragdoll soldier. So this is checked out on my home PC. I'm just going to make it rival. Okay, so what this means is that ragdoll soldier has changed from the ragdoll component. So server set ragdoll state is replicated or get up, and if I just type in ragdoll, yeah, see, it doesn't seem to. So we're going to test if this now does all of that, and I'll test that in a minute. That's everything for this class. Let's go hit play again. Game mode Troopers Master. So I have a game mode Troopers Master here. So this doesn't like this timer handle. Yeah, okay, so it's the vehicle spawner has changed in the most recent version. It's now been moved to C++. So what we're doing here is we're destroying any attached vehicles that are part of a spawn point that wasn't selected for the randomization. So what we do is we parent those vehicle spawners. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually how am I going to do this? This is on the server because it's the game mode, so I'm just actually going to destroy the vehicles.
Yeah, there's no parking here.
In fact, it's going to try and destroy them anyway, so let's just do this. In fact, is there anything I can do with this? Set class, set vehicle. So, usually if you type set, you can check out all of the variables of it. But anyway, doesn't seem to work, so I'm just going to... I actually know that that didn't really work very well originally anyway, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Check that out. Okay, next, Troopers player controller. Let's open that file. Okay, so there's a load of stuff in here. These have already come up. So default value for quantity on ream has changed, and this asset is from a version that may have had an incorrect default value information. Verify and resave. So force type allowed was removed. So I'm just going to check if there's any other signatures in here that I can use for ream. So this is actually inserting an item into the player inventory. So before it was force type allowed for rearming this item, but we can just spawn it with max ammo instead. So we shouldn't need this part. Yeah, because we don't need to rearm it because we can just spawn it with max ammo. Client notification. Okay, the signature for this has changed, so you can see that there's no longer an icon or a duration, which is a shame. That means we can't control that. Server request spawn vehicle. Oh right, yeah. So this is the vehicle spawner. So what we're going to do is consume ammo from. Where are we trying to consume this from? The nearest fob. Okay, so consume fob ammo. So the name of that one has just changed. So let's just plug them out in here and plug this in. And the interesting thing, actually, that I quite like about this is I can now branch and see if this actually worked. Because if it didn't, then I shouldn't be spawning a vehicle. So we can put both of these branches in. There we go. Okay. So that's those two things. Let's just compile this. we've got some more stuff here. Client notification again, so let's get rid of those. Now it seems to have this new type, so we're adding a mission notification. We're just going to pick a type here. We are going to pick, should be game mode. Right. We'll change this to negative. Okay, so in rearm again we've got force type allowed. We don't need that because we can rearm by spawning max ammo here. Okay, so that's done. Okay, next. BP HUD Reapers. Okay, so this has shows scoreboard event, right? So parent end match, right? So what we're doing here is when the match ends, we actually find the cinematic manager and we play a cinematic based on the win conditions. So the actual implementation of scoreboard has probably changed here. So you'll see now you have the event for match ended here, which we do once, and then we end the round, we close all the menus, and we do all these things. And we actually show an end round widget, which eventually calls, it creates this end round widget class, which you can change. But basically, if we go check this out, what it does is it has a callback to the HUD when, where is that? Here, right, so we play the animation, and when the animation is finished, we call, after the on-screen time for this widget, we call HUD scoreboard. And HUD scoreboard down here tells the HUD to we fade out this scoreboard, and we show the we fade out the end round screen, which is this flag thing, and then we show the end round scoreboard back here. So we show you the end round scoreboard here, and then we get rid of the mouse and all this sort of stuff. So because of that, what we actually need to do is when the match ends, we're going to check all this stuff. We're going to play cinematic. And we're looking for this right now. Parent match end. So that's here, which is if there was none of those. Okay, so we're just going to look at play outro on here. Right, so we've got parent match end there. Okay, so what happens is basically we override this function. We do our own function, then we recall the actual match ended, which is going to show this. So it's going to run its regular logic. Parent close menu, event close menu, right? Okay, so this is when, so we want to override, okay, we can get rid of that. That was just a signature change. So event close menu, do the original close menu, but also do some music changes. So get rid of the music, because we play music in the menu in this game. So let's get rid of this. Okay, so we've got another one here. Again, signature has changed, so we can just remove that and save. Check that out. Okay, next. BP Plug Player Master. Okay, right here. So this is when you can play a bug. So we've got Ragdoll Soldier again here. So that's going to be down here. Like I said, we're going to just test this without doing that. Yeah, so that one's fine now. Oh, so one thing I've noticed I'm doing is clicking compile and then save. So what I usually do is go on the drop down on compile and click on success only. Then when I do this, it's going to automatically save it as well. It takes a little bit longer, but it means that when you hit play in editor, you don't lose everything. Okay, so BP invisible resource. Invisible resource. Okay, so we've got get nearby detect player sphere for which assumedly was something that was inside this base fob creator. and it also had an incorrect name, which is quite funny. NIRB. So I'm gonna check out construction radius and see if that actually overlaps with pawns, which it does. The problem is that actually, I think the point of this is that we tell it to ignore or accept pawns. So we're just gonna use construction simple and detect construction simple and capture zone. And then you've got deployment radius, which I'm also going to. What is deployment radius? Right, I guess that's the radius at which deployables can be placed. So we're also gonna get rid of that. Yeah, and then compile that. So I think the setup of this asset had changed. So if we hit play again, BPT our vehicle B. Yeah, okay. So this is going to be about consuming ammo. Oh no, it's one of these again. So vehicle construction in progress can be positive. Add notification. Spawn actor. Right. Yeah, you can't change the team on an SQ vehicle anymore. But you can call set team. So we're going to set team here instead, after the fact that we've spawned it, because that was removed as a exposed on spawn variable. So that's now done. So hit play again. Radar. Where's your radar? Okay. So this is my not Halo radar. So we can't see the compile results at the bottom here, so if you just hit compile it will bring it up. Relative canvas panel. Object 0. Add child to canvas. There is a relative canvas panel right here. So what's happened here? We had a relative canvas panel and we were adding radar dots to it. But what seems to have happened is that's gone now. So now I need to figure out where that might have been, which is a problem. I'm going to assume that the relative canvas panel was on this rotating overlay. Just add one in. It's possible that this file got moved, so we're going to make this full size. If I come back in here, I need to make this variable, and then that's fixed that. Now, it might be in the wrong place, to be honest, but we'll be able to fix that after. Unfortunately, there's zero documentation. There we go. And then notification panel TR. New notification. They can't have textures and stuff anymore.
Those are accepted by default.
But they can have custom icon.
Accept stuff by default.
So we're going to put that in.
Or you just select an object and picture it.
And
But what you can do, you don't even need to HLog.
I think I've got a function library for troopers.
The volumes to define your instances. So it'd be a nice way to make
Which
sure
is going to have its kill notifications.
Yes, you would.
I'm just going to find
Yes, you would.
all references to this
Right now,
reference
it's
viewer.
look over that, like,
Base HUD.
do all this stuff. But if you could just like literally just draw volumes, it's like they're thinking.
Create notifications. It's going to create a TR panel.
And then we can sort out.
It's
HLog.
event new notification. Okay, let's find references to that.
That was just something we can find. Yeah. It's not for now, but it's just very interesting.
It doesn't even take a custom icon in here.
Yeah.
It has a custom icon, but it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Going over and finding and even clicking. Maybe that's it. So like doing something like this would basically take less than an hour.
Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is change all of this. It was relying originally on the squad one, but we're going to implement this in our own class, Troopers Notification.
One of the biggest points of reference I have.
Do the same thing, except we're going to take this, this, and this.
And like the way that they interpret it.
And then what that does is it finds all classes of a notification panel, which this is one of, and it calls event new notification on it. And then we create a new notification with the text and the texture, and the duration is going to be. Oh, we can put the duration back in actually. Oh, no, I can't. I need to. I guess duration wasn't on the original, so we're just going to have to put something default in here, like 15 seconds. Okay. And now it should run. And then we'll see errors as we're playing, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're playing in local right now. Whoa. Hey, so I disappeared briefly looking into the vehicle thing, and it turns out that I was actually getting a pop-up on the top left saying that I wasn't in a squad. So that's actually not an issue. I realised I didn't do an outro to this video, so I just wanted to say thanks for watching. I hope that all helped. Let me know if you have any questions in the Squad Modding Hub Discord channel, and I'll get back to you, and hopefully the rest of the team as well, obviously. So cheers.